Did we just witness murder in 4K live on stage? Oh my god! They're dead! Mobile players are molding right now. Oh! Oh fuck. Pew, 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 pew. Why do I have a water gun?
To learn about a nation's god, start with the nation's people. There seems to be some locals talking over there. Let's go see if we can join the party.
Man, they look way too fancy for me to meet them.
Oh, but it looks like you're not from around here. You probably don't know that the Fontaine Court of Justice is called the Opera Epiclese, or more commonly known as just the Opera House.
So trials are some sort of opera.
But, shouldn't court cases be treated a little more seriously than that? Not to question Fontaine's way of doing things. It's just that putting someone on trial is usually a very serious thing.
I mean, the Johnny Depp and Amber Heard is not, it wasn't even that serious.
I almost forgot to ask you our question. Do you know what we should do if we want to meet the Hydro Archon?
In that case, I am afraid it's going to be a tad more difficult. You'll have to make an appointment well in advance, and it'll depend on whether or not she has any time slots available.
Alright, she's that important?
No. Lady Farina seldom takes an interest with the nation's affairs. The reason it's difficult to make an appointment is simply because she's incredibly popular.
Right.
Wait! Paimon gets now! The Hydro Archon is kinda like a big celebrity here, right?
Yeah, I suppose you could say that. Perhaps you could even say our mascot.
We got another Paimon, but it's an Archon this time.
Hello there? Excuse me? Are you alright?
Huh?
She has a star on her cheek.
No, people call the waters around Fontaine a sea. It's actually just an inland lake that's filled with fresh water.
I mean, isn't that all ocean or any body of water?
I don't believe we've had the pleasure of meeting. Are you Lynette's new friends?
Oh, found a brother.
Allow me to introduce myself. I'm Linny, and this is my sister Lynette. If I had to guess, I'd say you must be travelers from abroad.
A teardrop and a star. You two ever do the fusion dance? You could be Hitsuka.
Hello, traveler.
Pleasure to meet you.
And hello, Paimon.
He's giving her the child treatment.
Hey! Why didn't Paimon get a handshake? You're not poking fun at Paimon, are you?
You said you were going to see Lady Farina? Well, it seems Lady Farina has come to see you.
That's her? Or was that the secretary? Alright, that was a secretary. Okay, now that's her on top.
Come, let us make a toast in honor of this traveler and her companion who have journeyed here from distant lands.
We're getting a celebration, a welcome party? She's my best friend already, and we just met.
Long heard of the turmoil and chaos you left in your wake as you visited other nations. But I welcome you nevertheless. No, I have come to receive you personally.
I'm honored.
Of course, seeking an audience with me is the most sensible thing to do. It will allow you to truly behold my power and witness my authority. Intelligent people always gather under the correct banner.
But I'm dumb as bricks.
Miss Hydro Archon? How did you know we were coming?
I see. As Outlanders, you inevitably lack even some of the most basic understanding.
You can just...
Don't forget that even the gods can be divided into the mediocre and the excellent. I suppose it's only natural for you to be awestruck by my abilities.
Or you could have just answered it directly, but pop off.
Of course. That's the blonde traveler. The one all those stories are about. Lady Farina came here to personally see her. Oh, I bet this is going to be the duel of the century.
Let me at her.
You may consider this my reward to all of you. I have determined that there will be an epic duel between myself and this traveler from another land, just as you were hoping to see.
What kind of duel, though?
To fight? Aren't we getting a little ahead of ourselves?
Oh, bring it on. Hey, whoa, tell your tier 3 subs to calm down.
What are you trying to do, traveler? Provoking a god in front of her people?
I didn't start it. She said she wanted a fight. I just said yes.
You see. Then, as the god of justice, I shall face this traveler in another kind of duel. A duel in court!
Oh, shit.
Besides, how exactly do you plan to have a duel in court? You mean you're going to put us on trial?
Dude, we literally just arrived here.
According to Fontaine law, no one is permitted to release any flying objects within Fontaine city limits during the first 3 days of each month. You are clearly guilty of violating this law, no?
What flying object? Oh, Paimon.
You call that obvious? What kind of law is that? Wait, flying object? You mean Paimon?
Precisely! Now, if you two have no objections,
I object.
then in the name of the Hydro Archon, I order your arrest.
It's my first day here and I'm already arrested.
I don't think that Paimon here meets the definition of a flying object.
And at that day, he became Paimon's best friend.
You tell her, Linny! Finally someone who's not crazy. How could anyone call Paimon a flying object?
Move on.
So, with such an audience gathered here, allow me to perform a trick for everyone. There. As you can all clearly see, Paimon should be classified as, well, something like a balloon.
Ain't
This
no
rope
way.
has been in the traveler's hand all along. It was just that no one could see it before.
Ain't no way.
It says that every person in Fontaine is born with sin. No matter how the nation of justice holds trial after trial, this sin cannot be absolved. Until one day, the water levels in Fontaine will rise, and the sinful people will slowly be drowned. In the end, the people will all be dissolved into the waters, and only the Hydro Archon will remain, weeping on her throne. Only then will the sins of the people of Fontaine be washed away.
If even the people in Fontaine don't know what sin they committed, wouldn't it be better just to ignore the prophecy completely? Why bother feeling guilty all the time?
Yeah.
That's exactly what the people did at first. But in the last few years, the water levels in Fontaine have actually started rising.
Do what everyone is doing right now. Blame it on global warming.
Huh? What's wrong with her? Paimon didn't notice anything.
She's obviously a thief. Magicians and thieves practice similar methods. We divert attention, and a distracted audience is one that won't discover what you're really doing.
Whoa, now, I know we're friends and all, but should you really be telling me that? All I know, you could be stealing my pockets. Wait, what am I worried about? I'm broke. What is that? Is that a dog? Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. His name is Baguette. You fancy-ass dog.
Were you returning what the thief had stolen?
That's right. Pity I wasn't able to catch her. She distracted me by dropping the thing she stole on the ground. But
I saw the general direction she went.
Whoops.
But Linny twisted his ankle, and I needed to make sure he was okay.
I'll be all right. It's just a twisted ankle, that's all. In fact, it's feeling better already.
I just knocked my ankle. It's cool.
It's pretty convenient, but the ride can become a little dull after a while. The scenery is always the same. That's why it's better to travel with friends.
So you mean it's still boring even when I'm riding with you?
Guess that's what it's like to be an older brother.
It's
Wish
about time for
mine
us
would do
to
the
leave.
same, but he's out
Let's
there
get on board.
traveling, getting the milk.
I just remembered. I've been following a case lately. Well, a series of cases, actually.
You mean the serial disappearances of young women case?
Oh. Wait.
That's right. These stories are the talk of the town right now, and it's probably the most mysterious case we've ever seen.
If I'm Lumine, is there a chance I'm gonna disappear? Oh. It's raining.
Looks like rain.
You're right. But wasn't it clear and sunny just a moment ago? Fontaine's weather sure is weird.
No, I'm used to it. I live in Florida.
When I was a child, my mother told me that if I wanted to go outside and play, I should yell toward the sky at the top of my lungs.
But
Hydro Dragon! Hydro Dragon! Don't cry!
everyone's gonna think you're a little strange if you do that.
Let Paimon try something.
Don't.
Hydro Dragon, don't cry!
I'm not with her.
You again? Didn't I already promise you that I'd have the more I owe to Conferee of Cabriere by next month? Why are you hounding me now?
Are these the tax collectors? I'd evade it.
Hey, hold on. Before you go around trying to collect
Shit,
payments,
speaking of
why don't you
money.
settle your own debts first?
You're from Northland Bank. But we said we'll pay everything we owe next month. Why are you hounding me now?
That's the same thing you're doing. Why are you hounding her now about the money?
Hey, you, Northland Bank boy. Aren't you forgetting something?
Don't interrupt. It's not often I run into the Traveler like this. Why don't you wait for me over there for a while?
Exactly. I'm more of a big deal than you are.
You kidding? Aren't you the one looking for us? You really expect us to sit and twiddle our thumbs while you catch up with your friends?
Dumb fuck 1 and dumb fuck 2. I take this opportunity to leave.
Hey, that's way over the line. All right, boys, let's see who has to pay up now.
Come on, dude. Why the fuck are you people so stupid?
What's your deal, Brad? How are you so strong if you're just a staffer from Snezhnaya's Northland Bank? Wait, don't tell me you're...
Oh.
Oh, now you notice. It's a little late, don't you think? Just make sure you understand that you don't mess with Northland Bank. Got it?
Whoa.
Huh?
Did his vision just get cancelled
Now's
out?
my chance.
Okay. Even without a vision, he slapped the fuck out of you. I didn't actually think they'd show it. Oh my god, dude. Knock the soul out of him.
Lately, I've been sparring with some of Fontaine's official champion duelists whenever I'm feeling bored.
Only child.
Oh, before I forget, I want you to have this.
A gift from child? Whoa.
Huh? Your vision? You're seriously
Wait a
just
minute.
giving it away?
Wait a minute. Wait, hold.
I'm just worried that it could become uncontrollable again. I'd be pretty upset if it got in the way of my duel. So, I think I'll be better off without it for now.
Can I use it?
Besides, I just need you to hold on to it for a short while. I'll come retrieve it when I have some time later.
Right. Take your time. I'm using it.
Huh. Looks like there's a lot of people standing around the fountain up ahead.
Oh, Archon, please bless us with a bright and healthy child. We pray.
Oh, that's one of them wishing fountains.
Maybe this is one of the customs in Fontaine. There sure are a lot of couples here.
Right. Can we go somewhere else? Like, I kinda don't wanna be here. Reminds me of how lonely I am.
Vache.
Who? Huh?
So maybe what you heard was the intense emotion coming from someone's tears.
There are coins on the fountain. By the end of this is gonna be the cleanest fountain you've ever seen. Is all them coins are mine now. Damn. Do I have a seatmate? Hey, look to your left real quick. Okay. Looking around is gonna make it more awkward. Just say hi to him.
Maybe we should strike up a conversation with the person next to us. since we're sitting together and the rest of the place is practically empty still, it's kinda awkward if we don't say anything.
Dude, why are you telling me? I don't say anything in general. You're up, Paimon.
Of course you get this, Paimon.
Excuse me, I did not realize you felt awkward. I am terribly sorry.
Oh man, he had to point it out, man. Fuck.
Wait, that's not it. Paimon's sorry. Paimon's the one who was being rude, talking under her breath like that. So let's talk. But what should we talk about?
That's not how you start a conversation. Damn it, it's getting even more awkward.
Nice to meet you. Paimon is Paimon, and this is the Traveler. We just arrived in Fontaine.
It is an honor to meet you two. I have heard of your deeds across Tevat.
Allow me to introduce you to Fontaine's Chief Justice. That seat is always reserved for him. It wouldn't be too much to say that he's the symbol of justice and honesty here in Fontaine.
And by the way, I should probably let you know, even though I would prefer not to.
You already brought it up, come on.
There's someone sitting up there in the VIP seats that has been striking a pose for quite a while now.
The fuck are you doing up there?
I believe she is trying to give you a most elegant and impressive first impression.
That already happened.
So I think you should take notice of her sooner rather than later. Otherwise, she may become flustered.
I say I just ignore her.
A magician's greatest skill is making things disappear or appear. The possibilities are endless.
My sibling is good at doing that to himself. Go ahead, pull out the rabbit. Or your sister.
Huh?
Ooh. Oh.
But this isn't what you came for. These little tricks, you've seen them all before.
Right.
So it's time for something truly extraordinary.
I'm strapped
Don't you
in.
think? This one's a little tricky.
How the fuck?
Using this water tank, I shall make my sister vanish completely.
Whoa,
right
now we don't
before
want
your
another
very
Aether and
eyes.
Lumine incident.
It's actually quite simple. She'll just turn into air bubbles and float right out of the top.
Yo, okay, this is crazy. Hold on.
Oh no! I told them to check all the
What do you
props
mean?
carefully.
Oh, this is set up. Okay.
With the lid on, even air can't escape. An amateur magician would be getting very nervous right around now. Luckily, it's me on stage.
Pop
so let me
off.
show you what a true virtuoso can do.
Whoa, the whole she better come out of there with full clothing or with a towel.
Are you still there?
So she
Don't
might
go too
actually
far.
steal the
We don't
spotlight.
want to use up all our magic.
Hi, I'm back.
Okay, alright, who? Back it up. Back it up for the guy.
I'm sorry, it might be a little cramped inside, but no need to feel nervous. We've carefully arranged everything for you to be as comfortable as possible.
That looks like a baby's cradle, but without a cradle.
Mr. Linney, are you all right in there? Is everything ready?
Yes, I'm fine. I'm just double-checking the direction of the magic.
That's actually a shitter. That's a portal potty. Oh, who got shot?
What was that noise?
Oh no. Is this the Lincoln accident again? Who got shot in the head?
10!
9.
Almost there now.
8.
Swapping two people is harder work than you might think.
7.
Even a master magician like me can't guarantee
Where 6
I'll
at?
get it right
Where
the
5?
first time. Hey, wait. Is this the back one? I can't tell. They both look the same inside. Huh? Nope, that's not it. I'll try again. 7! Hey, slow down! Honestly!
5. Hey, she's counting down. Hey. Okay.
Whoops! That doesn't count! 0! Ta-da!
Wow. Good job. Gone forever. Oh. Did we just witness murder in 4K live on stage? Oh my god! They're dead!
This performance is over. Medical staff with me. Guards, secure the scene and detain all the performers.
Oh shit.
Seal the exits. No one is allowed in or out at this time.
Man, what the fuck is the medical staff gonna do? She's dead!
Yes, that's right. If this was just an accident, then we must investigate the cause. But if this was all part of some scheme, then those accountable will not escape the judgment of the God of Justice.
Wait, whoa. Relax.
No need to be alarmed, you two. We'll get to the bottom of this soon enough.
Okay.
Unfortunately, the person who is in the magic box has been pronounced dead.
I mean,
His
yeah.
name is Cowell, one of the assistants in Linny's magic troupe.
Wait. How did he... He's a dumbass. How are you gonna set up the prop and die from it? Skill issue.
As of now, we are still not sure why we found Cowell in the box, rather than the guest from the audience. And after an initial search of the area, the guards have confirmed that the girl is nowhere to be found.
I just realized. I was right about her disappearing forever. Man, I should go to jail. Lock me up.
I say that our powerful magician, Mr. Linny, is now the prime suspect for the serial disappearances case.
Why me? This whole thing was an accident.
No.
Where your proof? Oh wait, this is proof. Fuck. It's not looking good.
The missing girl disappeared after being chosen, did she not? The deceased is one of your assistants, is he not?
I don't know how to bail you out of this one, Linny.
Are you willing to act as Mr. Linny's attorney and defend him in this case?
Oh shit. I'm the worst person you should ever ask that. If I become your attorney, I gotta tell you, you might go to jail.
As for how that girl chosen from the audience could suddenly disappear, I'm afraid I don't have any answers either. If someone tampered with my performance, then we need to figure out what they did. Even a skilled and knowledgeable magician like myself couldn't pull all that off in just 1 minute.
Yeah, it's very strange.
Which is precisely why we need to investigate. As this book says, the impossible could not have happened. Whatever happened must have been that which is possible.
Alright, Sherlock. The fuck is this? It's looking really bad for Linny. Especially if I'm the attorney. Yeah, right. He might go to jail.
Hey, you! Yes, both of you. Over here. I've been keeping an eye on you for a while now.
Fuck is this? The MAFIA?
Have you never heard of the Spina di Rosula?
Definitely not. I can't even say the name.
And I, Navia, have the honor of
Ah,
being
her name
its
is
renowned
Navia.
president. Though those who play by our rules call me boss.
So I'll call you Navia.
I'm Silver, her attendant. Pleased to meet you.
Silver. What's the other one? Gold?
And I'm Melus.
Ah.
Demoiselle's various daily needs and affairs are under my purview. You wish to save a friend from false accusations, and we wish to unravel the disappearances. In this sense, our goals are aligned.
Yeah, it's a joint operation.
You have a point. Huh. You're quite the talker, aren't you, mister?
Why are you looking at me? What did I do?
And what about you over there? What do you think? You seem like you've got something on your mind.
This guy looks like he's about to make a bunch of little zombies idols.
Were you always guarding this entrance?
Yes. After the Chief Justice gave the order, everyone coming in or out must undergo a strict inspection.
I don't know what kind of features they are, but they are adorable.
But still, I did not abandon my post, and I stayed put no matter how loud the applause was. If someone had so much as even approached the door, I would have noticed it, let alone if they had tried to leave.
I mean, what's it gonna do? Tackle them? Bite their ankles?
Understood. Then I will be going with you. Just so you're aware, I will be monitoring your actions and making notes as necessary.
Very good. Thanks for being so agreeable. I'd pull a rose out of my hat as a gift for you if I could.
Damn, my
You
boy
may
got
spare
that
the
magician
pleasantries.
riz.
I'm just doing my job.
In that case, let's just sort out our findings together here. Pity. I was hoping to take you to try some of Fontaine's famous desserts, too.
Oh, hey, I wouldn't mind that.
I mean, what better way to properly think through our findings than over some tea and sweets?
Yeah?
Huh. Breaking out suddenly doesn't seem like such a bad idea after all.
Alright, Paimon.
Just kidding, just kidding. Paimon will still do her best, even if there are no snacks.
What do you mean, no snacks? Of course we'll have snacks. If we cannot buy some, then we'll simply make some.
And what do you mean by make some?
Huh? Here? But how?
You got one of those Play-Doh makers.
Yes, I must be prepared to meet the demoiselle's baking needs whenever the fancy strikes her.
I have eggs, sugar, and almonds at the ready.
Are you making cakes?
Good work, you two. Then I'll get to it. Please sit tight for a moment. You'll get to taste my awesome snacks soon enough.
These three are
And she knows how to make snacks. Oh, waifu material.
And Paimon thought it smelled good.
Damn, those look so good too.
Oh, it's even better now. Paimon can't stop drooling.
Hey, contain yourself.
But you ended up doing the entire thing by yourself. Beating the egg whites, grinding almonds, everything.
Man, she's the opposite of Raiden.
Anyway, give these a try. Fresh out of the oven. There's 3 for each of us.
Only 3?
What the fuck do you mean, Oli? Say thank you.
Your macarons are amazing though, Navia. They smell great. They're nice and crisp and super sweet.
Mm-hmm.
They are my specialty after all. And I see you've already had 5 of them.
Paimon, your ratio is 1 to 5 right now. Slow down.
What? 5? Oh, that can't be right. Paimon only counted 3, honest.
Okay, so now we got an invisible person here.
Best of luck to you.
We're gonna need it. Especially me. I am not the best lawyer, dude. I can't even represent myself. How am I gonna represent someone else?
Finally, you're back. Well, how did your investigation go?
I took some notes.
Well now, don't you all look disappointed. Don't tell me that your investigation came up empty-handed.
Why are you such a brat?
In that case, I call upon the prosecution. Lady Farina.
There is no way you could have been in the box the whole time if you were to abduct Halsey and murder Cowell. In fact, I'd say you were hardly in that tunnel at all.
That is simply your hypothesis based on the presumption that I'm guilty.
Oh, is that so? And if I may ask, what did you hear while you were inside your box?
The roaring countdown of the crowd, of course. That's how I kept track of the time and built anticipation for the finale.
And you didn't hear anything else at all? Nothing that might leave an impression of any kind?
No, nothing.
I see. But when the count reached 30 seconds or so, there was a thud. One so loud that I believe practically everyone heard it. Tell me, aren't you and Lynette actually from the House of the Hearth?
What does that mean?
The House of the Hearth?
Wait, they're Fatuis? Wait a minute.
Wonder
Hold
you
on.
did something like this.
Oh no. Oh, this is not. Oh no, no, it's not looking good.
The Outlander is speechless.
Oh my no shit, I'm
my,
speechless.
Don't they look flabbergasted? Now comes the infighting and discord, I suppose. This was almost too easy.
All right, Lamine, if you got any time to speak, now is the time. I want to prove her. You know what? Let's beat her in this trial.
I'm sorry.
No, don't apologize to me. We're winning this.
They're true, Your Honor.
Ah, shit. Oh, no. It's over.
So you would stick to Mr. Linney's defense even after knowing what you do now? You certainly have more professionalism than I thought.
You think I'm professional? You think I'm doing this for Lenny? I just came here to beat you. Now it's personal.
Traveler, you decide. Paimon will follow your lead however you choose.
We'll stay. I believe in the facts. I'll defend you from these charges. I believe that judgment will be dispensed as it should.
Okay, thank you.
Plus, I don't want to lose to Farina.
Thanks for giving us a chance.
I'm not doing it for you. I'm doing it for me now.
If we want to refute the Hydro Archon's accusations, we're gonna need a seriously watertight defense.
Actually, we already have the key evidence we need. Hold on.
Oh, Paimon thinks she gets what you mean.
Okay. Lumine's gonna cook. We're gonna let her cook.
At this stage, let's revisit that scene from Linney's perspective.
Okay. There you go. Ain't no way you're gonna make me do a puzzle. Huh.
As the countdown
It's turn-based
began,
shit.
he entered the tunnel. When the flatbed trolley passed, he opened the box and got into an altercation with Halsey, which caused the loud thud. He did not realize that this sound could be heard by everyone in the opera house, which is why he claimed earlier that he could not hear the sound. Finally, he used the vase to knock her out, before making her change clothes to prevent others from recognizing her. At this time, Cowell arrived in the tunnel, having heard that strange noise, and caught Linney red-handed. So Linney proceeded to knock him out too before stuffing him into that box.
Damn.
After
Okay.
Linney passed the unconscious Halsey to his accomplice through the magic box in the audience stands, before operating the devices such that Cowell's death would be ruled an accident.
Fuck, dude. Why is she so good at this? Okay, hold on
There
now.
you have it. That's the truth behind what happened.
Objection.
Attention! Ace Detective Paimon has something to say! When the countdown started, Linney did indeed go into the tunnel, but he immediately used a vent to access the Opera House basement, which is where the underground core of the Oratrice is stored. Once he reached that area, he heard a voice in what should have been an empty room. Since he felt something was amiss, he returned immediately.
Uh-huh.
The crime scene had already developed by the time he reached the tunnel again, and in order to complete the magic trick, he did not remain there for any length of time. Finally, he reached the surface, and that was when the accident happened from his point of view. Therefore, he's innocent.
Paimon cooked.
To think you'd use such logic.
That's right. Be confused.
Well then, if it wasn't Linney who committed the crimes, then who was it?
That's what we're trying to figure out, lady. Damn. Imagine it was Cowell. I wanna do this. I just wanna see.
The killer was, in fact, Cowell, the deceased.
They're gonna be so confused. Laugh at me. Go ahead.
Just a minute. Could that mean... You two, with me, quick!
What about your partners?
We can handle it.
Let's go. Just trust me.
Order! Order!
Oh shit, a hamburger with 2 large fries and a Coke.
It's Ace Detective Paimon's time to shine again! In the original plan, Cowl would tamper with the water tank rope and the number selector securing his target. When the magic box containing Halsey was lowered, the metal hook would retract gradually and pierce the balloon at the top of the box. When the balloon attached to the box popped, the water from the primordial seed inside it would pour down and dissolve
Halsey.
Afterward, Cowl would enter the tunnel and break the flower vase to conceal the water inside the tunnel, with the remaining evidence being covered up by the water tank on stage. But he encountered something unexpected in the tunnel and wound up being fatally hit by the same water tank he meant to use to cover his tracks.
Oh dear, what do I do? Even I think they sound convincing now. Have I falsely accused an innocent person?
Paimon single-handedly soloed on Archon. Rare Paimon W.
Thank you, Your Honor. We were
Volk.
just inspecting the luggage of the other people involved in this case. And we found an identical sample of the water from the primordial sea among Linny's personal effects.
Uh-oh.
What?
Wait, hold on, wait.
Excuse me, everyone, but I must interject.
Oh, no, you know what, Navi, you got it.
Miss, I must ask you not to shout and to respect the ongoing legal proceedings.
Oh, come on. Don't be hasty. I have a good reason for interrupting, you know. Now, would anyone here like to take a little break from all this debate and see a little magic? I'll show you an amazing trick. One that can bring a young woman who has disappeared back in the flesh, right before your very eyes. Please, do the honors, Mr.
What, you gonna
Liddy,
use the salt water too?
kind.
What? Okay.
Sorry for the interruption.
I'll see you back.
Be clear, I'm only here because this person told me that if I testified, the merit of doing so would lessen my sentence.
Oh, so you're a part of this.
I was hiding outside this room listening to the proceedings because I was afraid that I would be the one put on trial.
Right.
I was just feeling happy that no one had noticed me. And then before I knew it, she caught me.
That'll teach you to underestimate us three.
Where should I begin?
Oh.
I'm sorry. I'm the one who killed Cowl. I admit it.
It's just a lover's quarrel.
Now then, Lady Farina, do you wish to speak against the defense's statements?
She don't got anything. She didn't even got anything last time. Uh-huh. I'll wait.
No, I have no further arguments. I admit defeat.
Aha!
But really, could you at least have left me with some dignity?
No. After what you've done, nah.
From this reconstruction of events, we can conclude that Linny, the accused, is in fact innocent.
Let's go!
While there is much in Linny and Lillian's conduct that should still be investigated separately,
Uh-oh, the Fatuit thing.
this case, at least, can be handed over to the oratories to make the final decision.
What you gotta say, Skip? Was that a Honkai Star wishing animation?
As such, Linny and Lynette are officially declared not guilty.
Woo! You did really good, I'm proud of you.
Next, I think we deserve an explanation, Guard Vaughn. How did you find the water from the primordial sea in Linny's baggage?
he's the accomplice, no way.
Right! Your discovery caused me to make a serious mistake, you know. Or was that not a discovery, but false evidence that you dare to bring before this court?
Why are you still here?
Our boss discovered that the water can cause people to dissolve. It can also be made into a potion, which when extremely diluted, can cause people to experience unforgettable exhilaration.
Huh?
We've been in this business for a while now, and have made decent more off it. The disappearances were also the boss's idea. I mean, this is the boss we're talking about.
Who the boss? He turned into water. They got his ass. Damn, you can't spill the beans.
And now he
Or you become spilled water. Like, damn.
As for why I'm a Fatus, it's because the goals of the House of the Hearth align with those of an orphan like me. That's all. That was how Father, who you might know as the Knave, approached recruiting us back then too.
Fontaine.
The Knave? The one who controls the House of the Hearth? She's your father?
Wait. Gee. Hold on, huh?
Before long, an aristocrat came to me and claimed that he wished to take us in after watching my performances.
So you went from orphans to nobility just like that?
That was how we felt at first too. As if fate was on our side and we could say goodbye to those painful days. But I gradually discovered that while we were called foster children, he was really after my talent for magic tricks. It took a while for me to realize just how dark his heart really was. After one particular performance at a banquet, I discovered that Lynette was not on the same return vehicle as me. I waited a long time after we returned home, but she did not come back. I went to that noble's bedroom and asked him about her whereabouts. The answer he gave me was, she caught the eye of the most eminent person at the banquet, so I sent her over as a gift.
No way.
I mean, you'll be able to perform your magic regardless of who your assistant is, yes?
No, dude, put him on trial. What the fuck?
I managed to ferret out the location of the mansion of that so-called eminent person and hurried through the night. But by the time I leaped over the walls, avoided the guards, and made my way in, all I saw was the moonlit ground covered in blood. And the Knave, standing there in the darkness. Father, the Knave, might have seen something in me, and so she made me an offer.
Hey? Bro, Lenny, you became an investment. That's good that he opened up. That makes him more trustworthy.